Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading for September. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I am primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. And if this reading does indeed resonate with you, then any interaction with it, whether it's a like or a comment or a subscribe, will not only help my channel grow, it's going to add your energy to the collective pool and just make it easier for me to read for everyone just a little bit better. I'm starting off with some oracle cards that are very nicely flipped over for me. Then we will move on to a freestyle tarot spread. Towards the end of the reading, I will be pulling some initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you, so make sure you stick around for that. We have Pyrite, let the money flow in. Beautiful. I am a love reader. I will be focusing on that, but well, if money wants to flow in, it's always welcome, is it not? And then we have Pink Opal, be kind to yourself. I feel like you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself, Pisces, and rightly so. We have Saturn and Neptune both retrograding in your sign. Saturn is the great disciplinarian. Saturn wants to teach you a whole lot of lessons in a very short period of time, and Saturn can make your life incredibly difficult. Neptune retrograding in your sign can give you a reality check, right? All of these energies combined can put too much pressure on a person. More so, we had a massive full moon in your sign just yesterday. We had a super blue moon in Pisces, and I'm a Pisces moon, so this really affected my energy. Let me know which placement you are watching this reading for. But this full moon in Pisces was a very watery one. It was full of those reality checks, it was full of epiphanies, it was full of release, and it was full of culminations. I'm getting the World card. I feel like a lot of you may have made changes that were finally, eventually conducive to your growth. But we will see. Let the money flow in. I'm also getting your root chakra may need a little bit of work. Ground yourself, work with pyrite, work with red and black crystals, sit under a tree, feel the roots under your bum and connect with nature. A lot of people don't know that our root chakra is our first chakra, right? Your crown is not your first, your crown is the last. That's how energy flows, it flows upwards. So the minute you start working on your root chakra, you open up a channel for enlightenment. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. The minute I said crown chakra, I got the Ace of Swords. Interesting. If you've been feeling a kind of blockage, connecting to nature is really, really going to help. The Five of Wands. The Two of Wands. Just wanted to show up. The Six of Swords. The Lovers. Gemini energy. And then we have the Four of Cups. Let's get your pillar energies. We have the Emperor, Aries energy. And then we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in Judgment. You've realized something. I feel like through all of that pressure that you were putting on yourself, the pressure that I was talking about, that disbalanced root chakra that I was talking about, I feel like you've realized that a certain situation was keeping you very tied down. It's almost like you were trying to build a home in either a person or in a relationship. You were trying to find that security, right? You were trying to anchor yourself somewhere, but eventually it just seemed like you kept floating. There was no assurance, there was no stability. Again, disbalanced root chakra. Our root chakra, it's like gravity, right? It keeps us firmly planted on the ground. When your root chakra is disbalanced, it's like you're floating. You're floating on a dark cloud. With the Emperor and the Ace of Swords, I'm also getting that if you were dealing with I don't like saying the N word, but there could be a narcissist in the picture, where your truth was not given priority, right? There was a sense of ego, there was a sense of domination that I don't really like. With the Five of Wands and the Lovers, regardless of there being love in this situation, I feel like there was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of disbalanced frequencies. There was you being made to feel less than you are. With the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups, I feel that you're not being able to discern the horizon. You're not being able to see a future with this person. The King of Wands is really throwing me off. What's good here is we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So if there was any codependency, you're looking after yourself. You're independent, you're detaching. You are listening to your own voice, is what I'm getting. Six of Wands, listening to your own voice. I also got that whoever this is, why I got narcissist, I don't like to throw that word around because not every bad ex is a narcissist, right? This person was constantly marching to the beat of their own drum. And this, with the Emperor, I don't like that energy much. With the Six of Wands, I feel like you weren't being seen, you weren't being heard, right? I feel like both partners in a relationship need to be celebrated regardless of their faults. Everyone has good in them. And I feel like that good that you had in you, that you have in you, was not appreciated. It was not celebrated. The Queen of Swords, which is why you're in this energy now. You're in this energy of coldness. And again, I hate seeing that in a Pisces because you guys are a sister water sign to me and you're so full of love and warmth. The Queen of Swords is not your energy. It's detachment. Whoever this is really did a number on you where you felt like you had to put boundaries up. The Page of Cups. Ugh, I don't like that. I mean, the Page of Cups is a good energy, don't get me wrong, but it's so diluted. After everything that happened, I feel like I should have seen at least the King or the Queen of Cups here. There's no gender in tarot. Which is why with the Four of Cups, I feel like no matter how this person comes in, you're just like, meh, not interested. I feel like there's too much water under the bridge. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Don't settle, Pisces. I'm getting that. Don't settle for this Page of Cups energy. It's a sweet energy, it's a nice energy, but it is too diluted for a Pisces, for a water sign. It's nothing. The Page of Cups is nothing. At least for me as a Cancer Sun and a Pisces Moon. The Ace of Cups, on the other hand, carries a lot of potential. This is a full cup of love. You see the butterflies there. Those butterflies are symbolic of transformation. And I feel like transformation was most definitely needed in this person's energy. Because the way they've been approaching you with this my way or the highway kind of energy, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The World, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Death card, the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, the Three of Swords. I feel like you've realized that this chapter needs to come to a close and you need to start healing. Because you stop feeling like yourself. I feel like you were feeling uncomfortable in your own skin. The Page of Wands. Person's approaching like a page. I feel like they carry so much love here with the Ace of Cups, but the execution of that plan, right? The way they're coming forward, the actions that they're taking are very immature. I love pages, they're very sweet energies, but in the tarot, they represent children, right? I'm sure you're not a child watching this. This is an adults only channel. You don't want this person approaching like a child. I feel like in the past, you may have readily taken this person back anytime there was a conflict or an argument, right? A sweet gesture, a small sweet gesture would have melted you. But now, with this Queen of Swords energy, again, no gender in tarot, I feel like the walls are up. The walls are up high. And it's going to take a lot more for this person to, well, crack that shell. I feel like you're finally good with them or without them. Because you were forced to be kind to yourself. That codependency is out the door with the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. All of these 9s showing up. 9s in numerology represent endings, right? 10s represent endings with new beginnings attached to them. So I feel like you've put your foot down, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Just beware of how this person is approaching you, right? Set your standards high, because your standards may have been really low in the past. And I'm not blaming you, right? Water signs are empaths, and we understand what a person's feeling without them having to explain themselves. But put a lid on that empathy for just a minute, right? Show it just to yourself. This immaturity needs to end. In a way, the Emperor is a mature energy. But with the King of Wands book ending the Emperor, the King of Wands is a very, very low octave of the Emperor. If I had gotten the King of Pentacles, let's say, or even the King of Cups, that's nice, right? Those are nice aspects of the Emperor. The Emperor with the King of Wands is just arrogance, it's ego, it's pride. It's too much fire. I don't like that for a water sign. There has to be a softness here. Until you receive that softness, keep those walls up. All right, let's see what we have. What did I say? 10s in the tarot are endings with new beginnings attached to them. Oh, I lost it. There it is. And then we have Aquarius. Now, with 10, if you've been seeing 10-10 a lot, that could talk about a renewal, right? You've been in the 9s energy, and I love the 9s because you don't need the last one to complete a 10, whether it's Cups or it's Pentacles, right? You're good where you are. I feel like that is exactly when the universe comes in and brings the 10th element to you to complete your life. Not that you need it. That's exactly why it comes in, because you're good with it, you're good without it, right? Then we have Aquarius energy, and Aquarius energy can be this Queen of Swords, right? Some of you may be on the cusp, you may be dealing with an Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but Aquarians can be the masters of detachment, right? Maybe that is something that we need to adopt. Maybe that is something that we need to lean a little more towards. I'm not saying completely change who you are, Pisces. Like I said, I love your personalities. Do not change. But those walls, those boundaries need to be set so that you're not taken advantage of. And then we have Neptune. I was talking about Neptune retrograding in your sign. I feel like this reality check has come in at the right time, because you being mutable water, you've just been flowing. You've been floating, right? Because you are mutable, you adapt to change very, very readily. But in this particular situation, it's almost like you were swimming in a toxic river, in a toxic stream. So the universe is trying to pull you out of that situation and give you that reality check that, look, you need to start swimming in better water, plain and simple. You need to make that water better for yourself. Alrighty, we have the letter K, we have A, we have L, we have A again, we have Z, N, and the letter, well, Z again. So these could be your initials, they could be the initials of the person you're dealing with, doesn't have to be, but just a special mention for those of you who've seen them here today. Alright, that was it, Pisces. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.